Gotta love GoPanda. So hello and welcome to GoPanda. Today we got a 9k plus versus 10k plus. I'm black. You guys liking the beard? It is November. Not that I'm a fan of No Shave November, but more along a lot more that it's becoming winter, so I'm putting on fur to warm up a little bit. Oh. Never know how to fight these. I can still get this extension here, depending on your response. Yeah. Do this. Nah, I want to get this extension. You throw in. Interesting. Well, if I jump out, what do? Do you jump? And then I wedge? If I just attach on top, he's confining me to the side. Unless he lives here. I'm just gonna do the simple thing. Or rather, if I attached underneath, then I could. Well, he of course can get that, but then he has to fix, or he can Atari it this way. So now it's like he attached cross-cut, and I extended this one. If he Atari's up, he has to come back and fix. But then when he does that, he is in trouble because this is kind of cut off. Probably best thing for him would be to Atari this one down or extend this one. But then I'm just going to take the side, I guess. He'll probably come and Atari this one then. And this, and get some sort of outside influence here. Nope, you're going to do that one. Okay. And you're going to fix. Okay. So now, what happens? If I turn here, Atari, extend, Hane, are you going to try to live on the side here? And then I can come back and do this without the influence? Alright, so I'm looking at this, but he can poke through and cut. I'd have to Atari, and then he follows, and I turn this. I will die. If I do this, takes a liberty off. If he extends, I can do this. He can then cut and get through. If I turn here, he has this poke, still has this cut, and then poke, cut, extend down, and he's going to take this. This prevents that. I can still block here. He, of course, can cut, and so I think this might be a decent move. Prevents him from pushing and cutting because... And then this is like an elephant's eye with an extension here. So I will do this. Now again, he may get out and squeak out here, but then I can chase it, get all this influence, and come back to attack these. And at any point I can do the, well, if he cuts here, then this stone's mine. Call this a warm-up game, because my brain's not on yet. So that kind of encourages me to do this, and then you can do this. If I do this, this is double Atari, so I do kind of want to fix, which then he'll come back to fix, and then can I Hane? No, because then he can do this, wedge, Atari, dead. So after this, I'm going to have to come back and capture this. This is still on the run then. So he'll connect here. And then I will capture this stone. This stone is still very lonely. This still doesn't have a base. Alright, so you're turning. How do I want to deal with this? Just follow down. Let's see, I'm looking at this. Atari. I think I will respond. This undercuts his base, so I'm going to do that one. Alright, now there's this clamp thing, right? Sort of. So, now that this is basically taken care of, I can either come back to attack this some more, even though I have an eye. Let's see, poke, no, go here, I can do this. If he does that, this is not self-Atari, so I'd have to Atari that way and do this. And then I should be alive in the corner. If he Hanes, I'd have to back off. So I am going to This will only help him get a pincer, but this one allows me to get this base, and since I have some stones here, I am going to do this to attack. Because I have a 2-space extension there, 2-space extension here. This one is, of course, undercut by the base. It is sort of near his influence. But if he does push me that way, that means it's just sealing him in. So, that's my logic anyways. Now, he can get an extension here, and I'll get an extension against his corner then. Yeah, let's do that. Like I said, he can... Oh, he's going to push me that way. Cool. This is a key point for a 3-stone wall. Let's just go here. And now this group is even more under attack. Is that doing anything? Because if he goes here, then I can do this. He'd have to do this. And then I'd connect. Or am I missing something? If he goes here, I will do this Atari. And then this Atari. If he cuts here, then I can turn. What else we got? Some weird attachments, I guess. But anything else, I'm just going to cut this off. If he does this one, again, I'm going to do this Atari, because that'll give me an eye. Alright, so you're going to attach on top. Wonderful. Which allows me to get this to link up underneath. Then you just descend, and then this can have some troubles later. Or I can do this. Now, this corner's still open, so I kind of want to get an extension over here and then invade. But for the meantime, let's see this and this. Poke, block, cut, Atari, capture, cut, or can I just net it? If he goes here, I can cut, this is Atari, and then I can ladder this, which looks like it works. Poke up, block, cut, cut, Atari. I can poke up in here, forcing him to capture, but then he's kind of on the run, so this doesn't quite work. What about this? This one works really well. Because if he goes here, then I can poke. No, what about this? This. Wedge problem. Here, iron pillar standing up. Still has kind of the same problems. He can still get out, but then I can run with him and surround this whole area if I just do this. This threatens to cut that off, so I can get this, but then this whole Atari thing doesn't work anymore. What about turning here? Then he can just Hane. So he's going to Hane, is what I'm thinking. So if I Atari, and then extend. I was already looking at that, though. Because there's the poke cut forcing me to do this. This cut, and then this Atari, but then it just connects here. Well, this Atari extends out. And then I can follow, but then this is kind of getting cut off. I'd have to force this and make some eyes. What would I have then? I would have this, this, because you would extend one more time. I could attach underneath, get some stuff like that. I could also force this. I can make some shape here if I need to, but then this would be completely cut off. So if he extends, I extend this way. If he pokes up, I can block. There is cut, connect, cut, extend. I have these two stones then. Let's see, he would, well, he could Atari this one. I think this might be the better route, or just loosely net it. Do I want to net it, or do I want to attack it directly? I will get all of this stuff for free. Wait. Poke here. Poke. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do this one. Block, like I said, he's gonna cut, probably get a cut, but then this doesn't go anywhere. He's cutting that way to get this double Atari. Interesting. I'm just going to extend though. I didn't expect that. I thought he'd do cut and do some sort of running fight, but it does not appear to be what he's going for. So now this group is really strong. So this is setting up a double Atari with this stuff, and also threatening this. So if I do this cut, he can get this double Atari. I will then extend. What else can I do? If I do this, he can do this. But then I can cut, force him to capture, and do this. So with this, he's going to have to do this. But then I'm on the outside, and I can capture this. Atari down. He still has this double Atari. I need to fix the double Atari. Move like this, and then this. Alright. So here's what I'm going to do. He is going to come back and capture this, but it's not going to be enough to get 2 eyes. Like, he probably will extend here. If he tries to attach here, I don't think it works. Okay, so he's going to extend. I then need to threaten to link up. If he does that, I can just pull back. And then he can Atari and I'm dead, so that's not good. So I need to threaten to link up. Bump, ba-dump, ba-dump, ba-dump. That doesn't quite work. Okay, I think... Well, actually, maybe just extending down would have been better, now that I think about it. Because if he does this... you know what? I just fucking killed myself. Actually, you know what? If I do this, capture this, throw in, then this is all gonna die. So I need to cut this eye out. Otherwise, this isn't gonna work. And then actually now, if he does this, he's alive then, right? Because he can just do this. Yeah. Well, I screwed up. Well, dang. What did I... yeah, so I think just extending down would have been better. I should have just descended. That's what I should have done. He would have to, you know, turn here or something, and then I could get this Hane. Yeah, because now I can't connect here. So let's do this, just to capture the stone. Otherwise, these 5 stones are going to be in trouble. You're going to fight. Alright. Oh, I'm an idiot. Just cut. Yeah, what am I doing? That's already protected by that, so that's nice. I need to slow down, is what I need to do. Alright. So he destroyed my entire territory here. If I connect here, I'm connected, right? This stuff is gonna be in trouble. So, I need to go back and do what? This puts a giant pressure on this. I'm just gonna leave these go. I screwed up this so bad that if he wants to come and capture these now, that's fine. It's only gonna be a few points for how many stones he's had to play. You're kicking me. And then you're doing that. Interesting. Well, what happens if I do this? Do you fix this? Alright, well then I get a 3-space extension then. Very, very strange moves. That's kind of greedy. Means I can get a nice checking extension or something. However, I want to invade this now, give him a wall, take the whole corner. And then I also want to do this. So I want to... Actually, I want to undercut this. And see what he does. You're foot sweeping me. Okay. I can poke and do this, but then I'm fine. How do I want to attack this? That's a weird extension. This becomes a 5-space. How do I deal with this? I think I needed some more support over there, don't I? I can still do this, right? If he blocks, I can push up. If he hanes, I can hane. If he cuts, I can cut and Atari and extend. Atari, extend. And where's the ladder going? It's going to go right into this. So what if I lean on this first? What did I say? Poke here. If he blocks here, I can push up. If he goes here, I can do this. This cut. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Just block on top. Wedge. Atari down. Atari up, I guess. And then if he Ataris, I can do this and turn. That seems a little too aggressive right now. What about just doing this? He, of course, has this, but I do kind of want to make a corner enclosure. So let's do this. This might have been a little too close, I guess. There's still some weaknesses in here, though. See, if you cut this way, then you got this double Atari. That's kind of a problem, isn't it? If I do this and you cut here, I need to do this. You have this double Atari, I'll capture. I'm working on this, and then you can, of course, capture this. And I'll have to deal with potentially losing that, but this is just giving me more ammunition for this. I kind of had a feeling you'd do that. I need to... let's see, if I do anything else, there's this double Atari here. So I need to threaten this. Or I need to fix this, rather. This works good. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so you're killing me one move at a time. That's fine. That is just fine with me. So then I'm going to... This is going to be in trouble soon. Alright, it pretty much already is in trouble, and if he gets all this and I get all that, I think I'll be fine. Mine is open, so I kind of want to at least make it a ko, but I want to invade his first, I think. We'll see what he does. Hopefully he knows this Joseki. So far, so good. So far, so good. Yeah. Cool. Alright. Now this, because I have friends, is pretty dangerous if I extend, so he definitely needs to come back and fix it. I've got friends on both sides. Alright, cool. So now that that's done, I can actually use the Aji of this to potentially do some stuff with this. So like if I do this, and then I can get this move, I might be able to save these and do that. However, I think I want to... You know what? Maybe it is time to do that. This is open for me, of course, in a similar manner, but he doesn't have as many friends. And then I have that already there. I kind of want to attack this. If I turn and jump. You know what? Mine is open as well, so if I do this, that fixes that, but it seems really slow. What should I do? What should I do? What's the biggest move right now? Saving these, I think, is pretty big. So if I do a move like this and that, I should have some pretty good prospects of actually getting out. This corner is pretty big, but there's still some problems with that. So let's do this. With him doing that way instead of capturing, I've actually got another move here I can do. I can just go here, force him to capture. In fact, maybe I should have done that first before doing this one. Yeah, I think I should have gone down first, but... Alright, so you're invading my corner, same way. Imagine... Oh. You should have done this first. Because now I have a choice. I can try to get him to live on the side, but I think I'll just take this. You're fixing that way? Oh. I think that was a mistake. You got a lot less of a corner, plus now this is not really a thing. Did this just die? No, because if I do this, well, he can't block here. He'd have to block this way. And then I can connect here in Sente, forcing him to capture. Okay, so this is still alive then. Alright, cool. This doesn't do anything. He can try to extend, but... Alright, so that's basically done. Let's cut and extend. This is kind of a problem, but it feels so slow to do that. So what I'm gonna do is turn. No, I'm gonna take this one first, just because it's free. Can't poke through here because I'll just block it, and then it's all reinforced nicely. Hane here, he can Hane back. I can then extend. I think I might want to turn here first. This one's probably bigger. So let's turn here first and see what he does. If he Hanes, I'll Hane back. Or should I poke? I'll Hane back first. If he Hanes again, then I'll extend. And then it comes down to, so long as this doesn't die. Just extending, huh? That's nice. Alright, well then I will... what should I do? This? Cap? Poke? 2 space extension. I'm kind of tempted to try and get up with this. So if I extend this way, it'll probably go again. With all the stones in the area, I'm kind of hesitant. What about this? He's going to turn. Actually, if he turns, I think I'll be really happy about that. So I kind of want him to turn here because it's going to solidify me, and he's not really getting much for it. So that's good. Let's do that. I think that's... Just connecting this out with this is my main priority here. Blop, 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 and you can cut. Okay, if I do this, I'm going to give these 2 sounds up. If I do this, he can then poke and cut. I can force capture, but then everything else connected, and I lose 2 stones. This also solidifies this connection. So let's do that. So I'm intentionally giving these 2 up so that the rest can live. This is only worth 4 points. The rest living is worth a lot more than that. So yeah, you can poke through and cut, and I will let you. Because then I'm going to Atari, force you to capture, and then take Sente to, I don't know, go here or even here, solidify my connection here. No, you're going to try to live with that. If I do this, I'm alive, right? You can get this Atari. But then you have to do some sort of fixing. So I'm just going to do this. If you're going to try to live here, I'm going to be really happy about that. You're extending downward, huh? Why? Oh, I guess you can try to connect, I guess. Here to here, you can force this capture. I think I'm going to poke at your shape first, though. If you do connect, then I am going to cut. Actually, the shape point would have been here, but... So I need to pull back, otherwise you can Hane, so I'll pull back. Alright, so you are going to connect. So you are committed to those stones then, huh? If I do this, you can connect. I need to do this to prevent that. This one allows them to Atari and do this, that, Atari, do this. Which one's better? This one? You can poke, or I can just connect. I think I'll just connect. So these stones are going to have to try to run in my territory. Like, okay, he can get this Atari for free, and it'll just force me to capture. You're pulling this out, or trying to, which is trying to seal this off, and if ever I get in trouble, I can do this. So Hana here, that's what's going to happen right now. He's looking to seal this off, because this only has one eye right now. If I do this, he can Atari this, but then I just capture. Actually, you know, if I do this, I'm alive. He has to go here first. Yeah, there you go. This, and then you can, I don't know about this. What if I give those up? Let's see, if I do this, what is he gonna do? This brings me down to one eye. He can do this, but then I can just cut and I'm fine. Cut, capture, snap back, right? Okay. I think that's what I need to do. Oh, that's interesting. Did not see that move. What about this? You Atari. I do this. You capture. Can I poke? I don't think I can poke. Wedge. Atari. Atari. Capture. I can't poke here because that's Atari. So if I do this, I have to come back and connect. Then you have to connect. This pokes at that, of course. So he'll just connect. It's going to come down to a liberty race or a capturing race, but he doesn't have an eye. At least not yet. If he ever gets this, then it does become an eye. So this is just going to force this, that. Well, actually, okay. I think that might be the move. Yeah, so that was good timing for him to do that. Otherwise, anything around here, I could just make a second eye right away. Let's see, if he gets this Atari, then I will... Actually, I'm going to ignore that. If he gets this Atari, I'm going to poke at this. Otherwise, I'm going to go through here. This, well, this is Atari now. Forcing that. And then this one does become Atari, so I'd have to capture. But I can now get this, right? This pokes at that, and then it does it give me a liberty? It gives us a shared liberty versus this one, which after this, then he can get this Atari. And that will actually force me to capture because I'm only at one liberty. This one pokes at that and gives me 2 liberties. I can then poke here. Can you poke up? Block, cut, extend. This stuff is going to get cut off. So I don't want to deal with this stuff yet. I want to make sure that I can actually capture this with a move like this. He has a lot of outside liberties. My guess right now is that he needs to Hana here. We'll give him an eye. He's setting up a double Atari. You can Hana here and still set up a double Atari. I need to do this. So the cut is going to be kind of a problem because then I'll have to connect one of these. But I'm removing liberties from him, which is good. He still needs to do this to get an eye. I can't play this move, of course. Can I cut here? Blup, blup, blup. I think I can, can't I? I can do this. And then if he extends, then I can cut. If he comes back, then I can do this. And then there's all sorts of cutting problems here. So let's do this. This Aji is coming into view now. This sort of cut extend stuff. And now I should be able to do this. Again, removing liberties from this whole thing. Alright. Yeah, that's a problem, isn't it? Shoot, I didn't see that one. If I do this, he can get this double Atari in, and either one of them is going to screw me. Otherwise, he can get this one, and then he has an eye, and then I'm even more screwed. Wow, this kind of sucks. So much Aji, so little time. And that means this is going to die then, because I don't have enough liberties for 2 eyes. Poke up. Poke here, and then, is there anything I can do? It just sucks that this is there. And yeah, if I just connect here, then I'm fine, but then this thing's gonna die. I can cut, capture. Oh man, that sucks. This will force that, then I can get this Atari and poke at this. I'm just trying to reduce it down to 0 eyes again, is what I'm doing right now. This looks like terrible shape, this is even worse. Looks like this might be the move though, rather than just connect. Alright, let's do that. Simple thing for him to do is just extend. Then I can get to... Oh, he's going to be greedy about it. Oh, because now he can do this. Alright. Well, that kind of sucks. How about this? There. Now he'll come back. I can cut here though, right? And then that's still not an eye, but he's getting a ton more liberties is the problem. Can I cut here? If he captures, I can then throw in this. And then again, this is becoming a problem. So I almost need to do this first. And then throw in here, but then he can just connect. So I need to cut here. I'm desperate. I need to do something. Again, this is now becoming a problem. Yeah. And again, he's getting a ton of liberties. This is not an eye yet, though. Because I can poke here. Alright, so now I can fix this. I can throw in here to prevent the eye, but then he can poke at this. This is a pretty big poke, so I'm going to do that. He is now going to grab the eye, and then basically all he has to do is just get a fuck ton more liberties. He's Atariing me. Oh, okay. And then if he jumps, then I can throw in here. He's going to jump. Now this only has 1 eye. This still is not that great. Oh, that's right, this Atari doesn't do anything. This Atari goes here. That forces this, but this is not Atari and anything, so he can't do anything with that. This prevents the second eye. But he's going to have so many liberties in this capturing race. I'm going to do this. This is just threatening to link up underneath. I fully expect him to just... are you sure about that one? Just get me a liberty. Let's see, I have 2 here. This still leaves me with 2. Yeah, okay. I'll just take it now. Forces him to do that. Then he can get this. But he should have just descended there, I think. But whatever. So now we need to attack this. I need to push it towards my stronger side. This is actually the weaker side. Here. You can just extend, and if he extends, and I have to poke in here. I'm just trying, God. And at any time, you can come back and do this, and then I'm completely screwed. So, new plan. Yeah, this... I screwed up pretty big. That, actually, you know, I can get rid of a ton of eyes with this. Or I can get rid of a ton of liberties, I guess, is what I meant to say. Because if he cuts here, I extend. He does Atari, I do cut. If he extends, I extend with him. If he ever captures, I can throw in and get rid of that eye. And actually, I can pull back here, can't I? But then he can poke here, but then I can cut. Yeah, okay. If he connects here, then I'll poke here, I think. Alright, so you're going to connect that. That means I can do this. I'm not sure what he's doing or what he's worried about, but he has a ton more liberties than I do. Let's see. Do this poke, cut. Yeah, you're fine. What are you worried about? This poke goes here. That's just Atari. I can poke this way and then do this. Cut. Nah, it doesn't work. Ooh, now this little thing comes into question, though. Now this comes into question. What are you going to do about this? Blop, 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 blop. Cut, block. Cut. Wait. Does that work? I was looking at the wedge before, but what about this? This, that, this. that, this. There's something here. I know there is. What is it though? Poke block, that's just double Atari, that sucks. This goes to that. I can go here. Wedging, what about wedging? Just Atari down, it looks like. I think wedging might be it. I'll have to look at this in review. I'm almost sure there's something here, I just can't see it. Like, you know, being able to kill the whole corner or something. I should just be able to connect here, I think. But with this dying, that means he has this whole area. I can poke at this, and this means I can wedge in here. I can also just do that directly, right? Yeah, this is going to be a lot of points. If he ever gets, I think I need to do this move to get this move. What about? Oh, I'm going to poke here first and then get this move. Yeah, okay. So this is now all connected here. This is dead. I'm gonna do this. I'm not sure what that's actually doing. I mean, oh, it's a bamboo joint, right? So anyways, if he does this, then I can do this and connect. This means I'm fine, right? It means that this now becomes, wait, if he gets this, he can, oh shoot. If he gets this, he can get a squeeze going, so I need to actually connect a different way. Like this, does this work? Then he can get this, of course. This, if he pokes here, actually, he'd have to throw in, he'd have to get this one first, and then this, and then he could throw in and squeeze, but then I'm fine here with this one, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, darn it. Let's see, this to that. You got your extension. I will block it, I guess. This is still a problem. Sure, why not? I guess we're to that point, aren't we? So my real only point is right here, a little bit in the corner, and a little bit in this corner. His is basically right here. Fairly large corner. But up. I think this might be good. Man. This sucks because this is also blocking here. But I think I need to do this one. Pushing directly doesn't work. Or does it? Well, this fixes that cut now. There's this cut, and that cut. There's some potential. Of course, there's that jump. Looks like I just need to back off, unfortunately. So this got reduced heavily, because, you know, it's open from both sides. What are you going to do? I don't think I need to block that way. Let's block this way. And now he can cut here, because this whole thing is cut off. And so now this might just die because there's this throw in, isn't there? Oh man, what a train wreck. Yeah, I wasn't... And this is not an eye. This will never be an eye. This will get me one eye, so you can't just throw it and cut it. But then this is no longer an eye. Oh, jeez. Well, do I see anything else I can do? Hell, this can even be made false by playing here. Oh, man. Alright, so this is now dead. This whole thing is dead. I've only got this little bit of points. I've got this and this. I am definitely not going to win this one, so I am going to resign. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like it. If you're new around here, subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or feedback, please leave them below. Thanks again so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.